Hey guys, today we will be creating this drawing. I named this piece Into a Psychedelic Future, and I got the inspiration of this drawing when I was trying out different brushes in Procreate. I think all the brushes under abstract category are very futuristic looking, and when I was trying out the triangulum brush, I started to stack triangles on top of each other, and that gave me the inspiration of this drawing, a girl running into the future of unknown. So let's get started. I started out by changing the background color to a dark purple. Use light brush under luminance to create triangle. You can tap one finger onto the screen and have Procreate create a triangle for you, and then tap Edit Shape on top to adjust each point to make the shape more of your liking. And then you can change up the color a bit to create more triangles inside. For me, I was using blue to keep the cold tone. Next step, I'm creating a new layer to draw a white triangle to match the outside triangle. Then I'm going with the smudge tool and then choose Stickman under abstract brushes. I like Stickman because it has this glitchy looking, so it fits into our futuristic style. And I started to smudge from our white triangle. If you can't create straight line like me, you can always tap one finger after you draw the line, and Procreate will automatically straighten it up for you. Later, I realized that you could probably achieve better effect by using smaller brush size and longer smudge lines. Duplicate the layer and apply Gaussian blur to the bottom layer to create the glow effect. After I'm finished, I'm putting this layer of white triangle below, so it will be looking like it's glowing from behind. If you don't like the shape, you can select the layer and go to Select, Distort to fine-tune your shape and then have it match the purple triangle. Next, I'm creating a new layer to draw an eye in the middle. I'm choosing Script brush under Calligraphy and will be using a white color. At this moment, I do realize the eye has a Pepsi-like shape as pupil, but I'm fine with it. Now I'm creating a new layer on top as clipping mask for the eye, and will be using Nebula brush because I want to overlay some texture on my eye. Set the brush to a smaller size so we can see the texture variation. Here we've come to the sketching and coloring of our little girl. It took me a long time to tweak and adjust the pose of this girl, so I'm just gonna fast forward here. This is a simplified character and I don't plan to give her too many details. I'll just use red for her dress and blue for hair with the most basic line art. Next, I'm gonna draw the ripple of the water. If you're like me and don't have steady hands to draw perfect oval shape, increase the streamline of your brush to create more smooth line. Here I'm okay with my ripple being not so perfect because it adds some flavor and I don't want the whole piece to look like vector art. I'm merging two layers of the little girl, the outline and the base color, duplicate it and flip it vertically, and then tune down the opacity of the layer to create a reflection in the water. If you don't like the shape of your ripples, you can use the Distort tool in Select to tweak your shape. Next, I'm selecting the layer of triangle reflection and going to Adjustment, Liquify. What I'm doing here is that I'm trying to use the push tool to make the reflection looking like it's affected by the ripples. I set the size at 30-ish and pressure at 60-ish, and I'm pushing the shape around to make it look like it's in the water. Last step for this piece is to make it more environmental. Brushes used here are Nebula, Light Leak, and Flare. I did some final tweaking to this piece and voila, here's our final result. I definitely improvised on this one, so you don't need to strictly follow me every step. Hope you guys find this helpful and thanks for watching.